Low self-esteem, the feeling of being a bother, thinking 1,000 times before giving your opinion in front of others. Many of these symptoms affect people with ADHD, and I was one of them. I invested in self-knowledge, tried various strategies, and after a lot of training and practice, I developed a method to overcome all of this. And you can also learn about this method in the first link in the description. You with ADHD like to be alone. Do you like having a big group of friends, or do you sometimes prefer to be alone and not really fit into social situations? A lot of people ask me about this, and I'm going to share my point of view here. The first point we need to understand is the difference between loneliness and solitude. Both are related to the fact of being alone, being in the presence of no one or almost no one. But loneliness comes with suffering, with a situation that you live in but that you wouldn't like to live in. On the other hand, solitude, which is something that we need to learn to develop. That is, learn to be comfortable with our own company. That is being alone, but that this is not necessarily a problem for us. It is something that we really need maturity to develop. Not everyone has it, and it is something that is even beneficial. Now, who doesn't really like this issue of being alone and feels lonely? It's very important that you watch this video I've already recorded about it, which is about a new concept about ADHD and friendships. It's in this card here, and you can click on that video and watch it until the end to understand, okay. Now I'm going to talk to you, who really enjoys solitude and feels a bit strange because of it. I consider myself someone who lives solitude very well. Many times I need to spend an entire day alone to understand some things, to be able to get some tasks done. If I'm not in a completely isolated environment, I can't perform. This even includes if my wife is at home. Right now she's not home, but when she is, even if I'm in a separate and isolated room, it feels like my mind gets out of sync. Off the air, it gets interference on the antenna, so I can't do everything I would like to do, the way I would like to do it. Shaping my environment to be alone is something I've realized works really well for me to make progress on my goals. Daily, and it's not enough to just be alone. I also need to have a free day where I don't have anything until the evening, until it's time to sleep, so that I can really start and finish the tasks I have to do. For example, if I have the whole afternoon free, but at 6 p.m. I have an appointment, it's no use. That 6 p.m. commitment is going to bother me from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., and I won't be able to perform the way I would like. Understand solitude. Say no to last-minute plans. And many times, in order for you to live your solitude without remorse, you also need to learn to say no. There will be many moments when people invite you to go out at the last minute, even though you had set that day aside for yourself. In other words, you can't accept. If you say yes just to please others, you're saying yes to them and no to yourself. And that's not what you should do. I like to be alone when I have to record my videos. Like now, when I also have to create content and record new content for the club. ADHD in Action, which I want you to know about and be part of this community. And from this course with brand new weekly classes, to learn how to deal with ADHD in your daily life, click here on the card to check it out. Or for example, I have to organize my financial life in some way. That is, I need to assess how the bills are doing. See if I paid everything properly anyway. I do things in cycles. So respect your way of being. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be alone. Many people with ADHD need that moment to be able to manage their daily lives. And you just have to accept and respect it without any problem. All right. But understand that everything in life is about balance. Just like you need to learn to say no, you also have to say no to your activities so you can dedicate time, for example, to your wife or girlfriend, or even to your friends when an invitation comes up. After all, don't forget that out of sight, out of mind. And if you really want to be seen and remembered by a certain group, you really have to learn to show up at the right time. Don't forget to like this video, comment on what you thought, share it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, see you later. Bye. So ADHD, just like you, I also had a lot of trouble maintaining relationships. To make matters worse, I didn't know why they always went wrong. I changed the game, and today I'm married and have a great relationship. I took all this knowledge and put it into the ADHD in Action Club for a very affordable price. Check it out in the first link in the description.